Hey guys, just wanted to remind you real quick that this pandemic has been hard on a lot of people, and that includes your favorite YouTubers. So if you like what I do and you want to see more, head on over to my Patreon at patreon.com/rantinggriffin, or if you prefer, I just started up a new Subscribe Star at subscribestar/to-the-rantinggriffin. And if you have a few bucks laying around at the end of the month, I sure could use it. Or if you want to send me an email, which may or may not be read in one of my videos, send it to 2@ranting-griffin.com, and I'd love to read it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Hey there, let me give you just a tiny little update about me, okay? Sometimes I like to ask questions. Whoa, creepy shit, right? And sometimes I ask the little questions and they're not very important, right? Like, hey, how did this blue piece of candy get stuck under my arm? You know, or are you positive that elephant didn't have cancerous venereal disease and was over the age of 18? You know, just stupid little bullshit like that. But other times I have big questions. Sometimes I have questions that are so damned important they should be studied by the greatest minds that have ever shat a curved brainwave out of the side of their cranium. And you lucky bastard, today I have one of those questions, and, well, actually I have two of them. And the first one is, what is a flag? What the hell is a flag? And yes, Jesus, of course, it's a big piece of cloth with colors all over it, but not that, damn it. What does a flag mean? What's its purpose? Why would some fidget brain be dancing around waving this fucking thing over his head? Is he stupid? Is this some swamp neck in Louisiana trying to remember the few colors he can still remember the names of after drinking half a gallon of moonshine to alligator piss? I mean, it's not stupid if you say, why is that shit noggin waving around a bunch of neon colored basic shapes like a maniac? If you were an alien that just stepped onto this planet, that would not be a dumb shit thing to ask, you know? Militaries carry flags around, it's on government buildings, people, just normal dumbasses will put flags in their yard or on their house. I mean, we flew our asses to another planet and the first fucking thing we did was stick a flag on that bitch. Well, why do we do this? What the hell is the reason that we do this shit? It's because a flag is usually a symbol for inclusion. When you stick up that flag, you're saying, hey, you see that? That's more than just me. That's me and my people. You can't see all the fuckers right here, okay? Some of them went to the bowling alley and they're drinking cheap as hell horse piss beer and throwing heavy balls at each other, and you can't see them all right here. But this right here, this is the sign for all of us, okay? That's what a flag is for. It's a sign of inclusion. This is why we have them. This is why people fly them. This is why we take them to other places. Sometimes this is the reason we burn them. They're a symbol to represent a group of people. And no, I am not finished on today's shit-tastic educational voyage. I am going to be even more helpful. Here is an example of a flag. This is a flag to represent Americans. And you look at me right in the eye and you say, what Americans does it represent, stank fuck? And I stare right upon the side of your noggin and I say it represents all of us, sweet shits. Because that is the entire point of the flag. It includes all Americans. But imagine if, okay, America has 50 states, right? And on our flag there are 50 stars. We have a star to represent every state. But what if we didn't? Just imagine for a moment if we had 50 states but only 49 stars on our flag because it's the fucking Vermont doesn't get a star, okay? It's like, yeah, this is the American flag and 49 stars because Vermont can just piss off. And the people in Vermont are like, what the fuck did we do? It's Colchester smells like pee and spoiled milk and your state bird is this kickable little squeaky fucker that wakes people up in the morning. So yeah, fuck you, Vermont, you don't get a star. Okay, imagine what if that happened? What if we did that? Would it still be an American flag? Would it still be a flag of inclusion? Or did this just turn into a fuck you Vermont flag? I mean, if we put a star for every state except Vermont, the purpose of the flag kind of turns into giving a shit stink middle finger to Vermont, doesn't it? This isn't a flag of inclusion anymore. Yes, everyone is accepted except fuck you Vermont. That's a flag of exclusion now. That's a flag specifically of everyone is welcome except for you. And it wouldn't just have to be a country. What if planet Earth made a flag? Why we'd need a flag? I don't fucking know. Maybe aliens start coming around because our car insurance has less of a fucking deductible or some bullshit. Now we need a flag to represent Earthlings. Save 15% on your car insurance with Earth. And here's our beautiful Earth flag, and it's just fucking lovely and a pride to all Earthlings, and it has something on it that represents every single country on the planet except Burundi, okay? Here's the Earth flag, and it's wonderful and glory, but Burundi doesn't get shit. And the aliens are like, hey, there's like everybody here except Burundi. And we're like, yeah, well, we kind of think Burundi sucks, so we didn't put them on the flag. And the aliens are like, oh, I see. This is a fuck you Burundi flag. This is a go sit on a big spurting prick Burundi flag. And they'd be right. This flag flag excludes one specific motherfucker, so it's a you're not allowed flag. And that was my first question, and I was impressed with it so much that I answered it myself. You're so fucking welcome for that shit. Now, here's my second question. What in the fuck is this? What is this Dayglow clown melting looking piece of neon horse shit? And hey, whoa, get your hand off the complaint button, okay? I am a gay Native American person, okay? And as a gay Native American person, I have perfect right to comment on and criticize the flag that is supposed to represent my personal gay Native American ass. And what in the holy eyeball melting insanity is this fucking thing? So we've got the rainbow here, that's the gay flag. And we have a brown and black stripe that represents people of color. And this pastel bullshit here, that represents trans people. The yellow triangle's for people who have HIV or AIDS, and the purple circle is for intersex people, whatever the glorious blue fuck that even means. So what the fuck is this? Well, it's the flag of inclusion. It's the delicate, glittery sprinkling of all the sexual orientations in one huge hug of a flag to bring us all together. Okay, so where's the stripe that represents straight people, huh? Where the fuck is it? Where's the stripe that represents white people? And don't tell me this isn't a flag about race, because you've got two stripes there that represent everyone who isn't Caucasian, but it's the flag of inclusion. No, it isn't. Maybe I'm wrong, and that's always certainly possible, but to me, this looks like a fuck straight white people flag. I mean, look at it. Everyone is included here except straight Caucasian people. This isn't an inclusion flag. This is an everyone is welcome except for you flag. And personally, as a gay individual, I will never have this divisive piece of brain-rotting looking shit represent any of my personal ass. I mean, almost no one cares if you're gay anymore. The only fuckers who think it's important now are gay people. Oh, look, there's the pile of shit that everyone gives, and they're not heaving it onto your sexuality anymore. Can we get a fucking amen? Christian mom in the suburbs is gleefully sharing recipes in home decor magazines with Spencer and Diego next door. Congratulations! That's really amazing! You want gay marriage? You got it! It's federally legal all over the United States. Whoop-de-fucking-daisy farts. That's astounding. You're biologically male, but you want to be another man's female wife? Hey, sign right up. You can do that too. And now, here's our flag that wraps us all together and represents us all in a huge, glorious love pile, but not straight white people. They can eat a bucket of narwhal shit. Really? And for the sake of Zeus's sweaty balls, the only thing the flag represents is what people want to fuck. Could we possibly have a flag for anything less fucking important? And I don't want anyone to misunderstand me here, okay? Do I support the idea that gay and trans people should be given basic human respect and should have the same rights as everyone else? Of course I do, 100%. Judging a human being poorly because of their sexual preference is unfair, unintelligent, it's immoral, and it's not something I support in any way. But because sexual preference is something you shouldn't judge people poorly about, it's also something you shouldn't judge them positively about either. I don't have any problems with gay people, I just have problems with the flag. I have a problem with standing under a flag that represents your sexual preference to be judged positively, but no one is allowed to use the same thing to judge you negatively. That isn't fair, and it can kiss every acre of my ass. If it's stupid to view people negatively because of their sexual preference, then it's just as stupid to view them positively for it. It's not something you should judge someone by at all, period. So there is no need for a damned flag, especially one that looks like it's designed to give the finger to one specific group of people. If you want that flag to represent you, then that is fine with me, okay? But I can't, okay? I can't do it. You remember when you were a kid and the 10-year-old boys in the neighborhood would get together and they'd build a little clubhouse, right? And outside of the thing, they'd hang a little flag that said, "No girls allowed," right? They'd do it every time. This piece of neon confetti pride crap has about the same legitimacy and reverence to me. It's colored toilet paper, the only use for which is so companies can splatter it all over their logos in June so the woke crowd won't boycott them. So let me back it up. As a gay person, I got really tired of seeing people pissing all over each other because of their sexual preferences. And now that that's pretty much over, I'm perfectly happy to move on. Since most people have stopped judging gay people for being gay, doesn't it seem fair to stop judging straight people for being straight? I am perfectly okay to stop judging people on some silly shit like where, when, and who they want to have the horizontal lambada with. And that's why I think this crappy, redness-searing, divisive flagpole virtue signal can go straight to hell. This is to your flagless ranting griffin, and that's all I have to say about that.